and welcome to Tricky. Once again, we are back this week with some more games. I'm joined, of course, by one of our usuals, Matt.
Good evening.
Good evening to you, too. We're running just too deep tonight, so we decided to pull out a classic little two-player game. I realized I need to go grab it real quick.
I've got one right here.
Alright, I'm back. And tonight we are streaming Peter's Two Sheepdogs, if you can see that, which is a fun little trick-taking two-player game that adds a Mancala aspect to the trick-taking play, which adds for some really cool little wrinkles, as well as just some strange things it does in general. So, just to go over some housekeeping stuff as usual, once again, we thank you for joining us either here live or on YouTube or from BGG after the fact. We are Tricky, part of the Dome Dads on a Map group that also has podcasts and shows about train games, the Coin Collectors, talking about war games, and then of course the main show, Dads on a Map, where James and Sanchez talk all sorts of board games all the time. They just released a fun episode about the board game Mount Rushmore, and the designers that they would put on their own personal Mount Rushmore, which is a really fun discussion. So you can take a listen to that, and then later on this week we'll be dropping another Tricky episode. So you can listen to that and see if you want to hear about some other card games we're going to talk about. And then anything else, if you're on YouTube, drop a like. Here, if you want to drop a follow, that'd be great. But other than that, I guess we can go ahead and get started with the game. So, Peter's Two Sheepdogs is like I said, little card game that instead of using cards, uses little animal meeples, usually. Like these. They have little numbers on them. You have like pigs. You have cattle. You have some cows. And then I can't find one. Oh, there it is. Then you have wolves. And so that basically makes up the deck of Peter's Two Sheepdogs. There's 1 through 7 of the 4 different suits, as you would call them. And the way the game will start off with is we have kind of the setup here where Matt is playing the player 1 side, and he has his own 2 fields, and then his pin is over to the right side of the screen. Myself, I have the top 2 fields, and then my pin is over to the left side of the screen. And so this is kind of how we will play. The game is always moving in this kind of counterclockwise direction. Because Peter's Two Sheepdogs, it is a must-follow trick-taking game of sorts, where one player will play to the trick, playing any of the animals that they have, and then the other person, if they have that suit or type of animal, they must follow. So Matt, if you want to go ahead and start one out for us, see what you got.
Sure, let's put out 3 pigs.
It's like 3 pigs. So let's say I go ahead and play the 6 of pigs. So in the game, basically each side will do 2 different things. Whoever wins the trick, whoever loses the trick. The winner of the trick, you can also see that kind of display up here, they'll do what's called the call action or the herding action. So they'll take the 2 animals from the trick and they will distribute them among their pins. And they can do that in any way they want. They don't necessarily have to put them both in one pin. They can go ahead and put one in one in the other, whatever they want to do. The loser of the trick will do what's called the chase action. And the chase action is whenever you get to do the actual Mancala here displayed on the board. So if it was Matt, say he got to do it, I'll go ahead and do it for Matt. He could say just take this 1 pig, move it here, or he could take this 1 wolf and move it here. If he had both of these, say in the 1 pin, or the 1 field, whenever he went to go do it, he would take them both up, and then he would drop 1 off here, and drop 1 off in my field. And so, however many you have, you go around, and it's on counterclockwise until you're all out. There's one other special thing with that too, is that there's a thing called a supplementing action. And a supplementing action happens whenever any of your movements would end in a pin, whether it is your own pin or your opponent's pin. If that is the case, say Matt moves this pig here, he gets to take another action, which could be another chase action. So he would then go ahead and move this wolf over to here. If he had had 2 here, he could have taken the one chase there, taken another chase to move these guys here, and then once again taking another chase there. So taking basically 3 actions for the price of 1. During that chase action, there's one special thing. So usually the animals don't matter except for the wolves. The wolves are special in that if ever they end up in a pin, they're going to leave the pin and do one of 2 things. If there's nothing in the pin, all they're going to do is get discarded, and that's it. But if there is an animal in that pin, they will take the animal with them and eat it up and run away. So that's one way that the wolves will interact, but only in the pins, not within the fields themselves. The other special thing is kind of this one-time thing around. Kind of the example I just showed. If you're able to do 3 chase actions in a row, say I move this wolf here, it would technically go away. Then I move both these pigs with the 1 action, and then I move this last pig. That would be my 3rd chase action. There's a hard worker bonus that you unlock by doing that, and we have 2 of these animals that haven't been dealt out during the game, and so you'll actually take one of those, you'll flip it over, and you'll put it in anywhere you want as far as this. So you put it in your own fields, in your opponent's fields, or in your opponent's pin, or on your own pin. So kind of the one time you're able to interact by placing into there. And so there's always 2 that are undealt, so you get the option of doing that. Basically there's twice a round that can happen. The last thing to talk about real quick is during the welcome back or the chase action. If you don't have anything in any of your fields and you're doing an action here, you actually do what's called a welcome back action. What the welcome back action does is it's going to take one of your animals that's in your pin and move it to your barn, which for this case we'll just put kind of on both of our sides here. And that way they're protected from wolves, and also they score a little bit extra points when we get to the scoring. And that could happen after a chase action as well. So say Matt lost this one, he could say do 1 chase action. He gets a supplementing action because he ended in a pin, and so his supplementing action would be to take it to his barn. All good on that so far, Matt?
I think so.
Okay. So we'll be going back and forth. So basically, once again, we go back to that trick example. I had 1, so I put them here. Say you lost, you just move this one here, and then this one here. Then it always goes to the person who lost the trick. So then Matt would then go ahead and go lead again. I would follow if I could. If I can't follow, say Matt played another pig. Oh, there we go. And I was like, oh, I can't follow that. I can play whatever I want. So I can say play this 2 sheep. The one thing about that too is, say Matt played the 1 pig instead of the 7 pig. If I play a 2 sheep, I actually win the trick. So in the end, it only goes based off of the number, not if you followed suit or not. So in this case, I would still win the trick even with my 2 sheep. And then in the one case where you have it 2 are tied, it's whoever led the trick would win. So if Matt led the 7 pig, I had no pigs, but I played my 7 sheep, Matt would still win this trick. He would get to take the 2 animals, and I would do the Mancala out here. So those are all the things that could happen during the trick play. Now, in Peter 2 Sheepdogs, what we're trying to do is be the best sheepdog we can for Peter, and we're kind of competing at that. And that leads us to how we score the game. So, the scoring is explained kind of over here, and then it happens in 2 phases. So at each hand of 11 cards, basically 11 animals, we will have the scoring breakdown over here. So after the 5th trick, and then after, of course, our last trick, we will score. After the 5th trick is what's called the spring scoring, and after the 11th trick is what's called the summer scoring. So we'll kind of have a running total that we get to keep both up here. So each scoring always looks at 3 points for livestock and grasslands. It looks at 6 points for livestock in the fields. And then it looks at 10 points for any livestock you have in a barn. You also get minus 3 points for any livestock that you have in your field. So if this was the end of Matt's spring, he would get 6 points for his field because he has 9 minus 3. He would get another 6 for his pig in the pen, and then a 10 here. So all in all, he would get, do math real quick, 22. So Matt would go ahead and put 22 here, and then that would be his spring scoring. Then, after spring scoring happens, you always do what's kind of a cleanup, because after spring, Peter wants to take everything from his pens and take them somewhere else, so everything that's in a pen gets discarded, but he releases all the animals that have been hanging out in the barn, so they actually go back to the pen. But if, even if Matt had 3 here, it would all get discarded, and then just the one comes back that he had in his barn. So you can lose a lot of animals out of the game by having a lot in your pen after the first score. Finally, after, of course, once again, the last trick, we'll do another scoring. Same way, no difference, but there's kind of these 2 bonuses here that can be achieved. First, you have the achiever bonus, which says if your summer scoring is double or more than your spring scoring, then you double your spring scoring. So say Matt had only scored maybe 15 in the spring, but he scores 31 in summer. He'll actually have to double his spring, so he'd be up to 30, and his total points at the end of the round will be 61. Pretty good. But there's opposite of that is true as well. So say Matt's back to the 22 he had, and he only ends up scoring 21 in summer. Well, there's also the shoddy penalty. So if your summer score is less than your spring score, your summer points just automatically go to 0. So in this case, he would lose all of that summer scoring, and he would only get 22 points for the round. Not as good. And if there's anything in between that, so say he had scored 23 in summer, 22 in spring, just baseline, you would get both your scorings, so you'd score 45. Or something like that. And so we do that in the round, do our scoring, check the bonuses, and then we would redeal. And basically the point of the game is to get 100 points. Whoever gets 100 points first, or whoever has the most points after one or both of us have scored 100 points at the end of the round, will then win the game. And the biggest thing about this game I always forget is to remember to do the scoring for spring, because it's weird. It's just a random point and the trick play. So I've tasked Matt with making me remember when to score spring.
Gotta use the count trick button.
Yeah, I'm still going to forget what number it is, though. I can know how many tricks I've played. I can't remember to do it, though. All right. Any other questions from you, Matt? Or are you all good to go?
I think I'm good.
All right. Well, then we will recall everything, deal, and we are good to go. Let's see. Heads or tails, Matt? We got a little...
Tails.
Oh, you're first.
Okay. Let's try 4 pig.
4 pig. I don't mind a 4 pig. Oh, I have 2 wolves in my thing too. Interesting. I'll play 6 pig. So I will take those pigs. I'm going to go ahead and drop here. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention, just because I want to do that real quick. You can see these little numbers here at the bottom of all of or on top of our pins. That's just also in the game too. It helps you remember how many animals you need in that pin to get a supplementing action. So in this first pin, you'd obviously only need 1, because 1 moves there, ends in a pin, but 4 would end in the opponent's pin, and 7 would go all the way around and end back in your pin. So it just kind of helps you know whenever you have a total that would get you an extra action.
All right, so I'm going to move him there, which will let me have the extra action.
Yep.
And we'll move this one over here.
All right. And so we will count that trick, and then you get to lead again, Matt, as the loser.
Okay. Let's throw out a 4-cow.
A 4-cow. You know what? I want to keep one of the tricks. I'm going to do that. So I'm going to take these guys. I'm going to set them up like that.
Alright, so I will move over here. Now I have nothing, so then I can do the welcome back action.
Yep.
Which just is one of the two, correct?
One of the
you
two.
don't empty the pit. One
right.
of the two. Okay.
Alright, and then once again, to you.
Once again to me. Let's go back with a 3-pig.
A pig. This brings interesting thoughts to my brain. You know what? I'm going to do it.
Okay.
Win another trick. Take these pigs and put one in each pin.
And I will bring this one home.
Yep. And keep going. Well, this is
I'm gonna.
That was our third trick, right? So we can keep
That was
track
the
of that.
third.
All right. Well, I have to play that. I definitely got to win this one. Interesting. I'll do that one there and that one there. And then since you have no action to do, Matt,
I have no action to do.
nothing happens. So.
Okay.
Oh, big cow. Okay. Here we go. All right. So then that is yours, Matt.
Okay.
All right. So now I finally get the mess of the Mancala. So let's see how I want to do it. I think I'm going to do this one first. I'm going to put one into my pin. I'm going to drop. I'm going to drop one of the wolves here, one of the wolves here, and I'll drop this with you. So then this wolf will just go away, and I'll get an extra action. And so I'll take all these guys. How do I want this to work out now? I kind of want to do the same thing I just did. So I'll go here. I think I want to just drop off a pig. I'll go here. Drop off another pig. I'll go here. Drop off another pig. I'll drop off a wolf. I'll drop off another wolf. And then I'll drop off a cow there. So that wolf again just gets discarded. And that was our fifth trick. So we'll go ahead and do spring scoring now. For myself, I have the 2 here, that's 6, and then another 12 here, so I have 18 for spring.
I have 3, 6, 9, 12. So 6 in my fields and
20.
20, so 26.
Yes. All right. Perfect. And so then after spring, Peter takes these away. He wants to go take them, but then he brings back the ones from his barn.
Okay.
And wait, you just won, right? I just lost, right?
You lost, yeah.
So that's me and my sheep.
I will do a 3 sheep, so that's yours.
My sheepies. Do that.
Okay. And I will do, I'm going to move these guys. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right. Then go ahead, Matt.
We'll go cows.
All right. Those are your cows.
Okay. I will put both over here.
All right. So then for me, I have 3 and 3. I'll go ahead. Oh yeah, I'll move 1 there. Ah! We got another follower. I don't know. Where's his name? X Hall 92. Thanks for the follow. And then move that one there. Okay. And then James says seems like meeples would make this very fun and cute on the table. It definitely is cuter on the table.
Yeah.
Moving around this just handful of animals and having them behind your screen. It's pretty cute. So that was mine, and then that was my loss. So back to me. I actually want to. Let's see. I don't think you have any sheep, but let's see what happens here.
I do actually have a sheep.
Oh, I didn't realize you still had a sheep left. All right.
All right. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. And let's just get this one out of there.
Oh, okay. Do I feel like... No, I don't. Well, I'll decide. Okay. You got it, Matt.
Okay. Okay.
Alright, how do I want to do this now? Not going to get any bonus actions. I think I would best want to put the wolf in here, 1 in here, and then 1 in there. Alright. So many in here. Let's just do it. Let's do 1 more sheepy.
There we go.
Big pig.
Let's see. We'll go 1 there. Actually, we'll put them both in there.
All right, here comes the big boy. So we're gonna move this one here, and then we're gonna put. Gosh, there's so much. Do I want to put any wolves with you? Probably. I'll put 1 wolf here, that, and then this one's going here, that's going there, and this one ends up back in the same pit. And this wolf will eat up 1 of the sheep.
Okay.
And then last trick, I got 2.
That one's yours too.
Well, that one's yours.
Well,
today.
Right, but you get to move, so
I get to move, yeah.
that does not make me happy. Stuck with another wolf. Guess it doesn't really matter.
So many animals, though. All right.
I know.
So then I just got to move this guy into here, and then that leaves me with just 1. I really wish I could have gotten 1 in my barn, but I didn't. All right. And so then we'll do 1 last scoring here. Let's see. I have, what's that? 6, 12, 24, 27 for myself, which doesn't quite double it.
18 plus, what are those? 18, 36.
36, very nice. And so nobody doubled it, so no achiever bonuses. We do just go ahead and score out. So I'll get 45. 62. All right. So then we go back to 0 and recall all and deal. And then number of tricks back down to 0.
Okay.
I actually don't remember who leads the next one. I was like, I just realized that was the one rule I was just about to say. I was like,
It's
I
not
think
on the cheat sheet here I have here.
I think it's the currently losing player. That's what reminds. I somewhat remember that.
Okay.
I don't have my English printed out rules here, but I believe that's the case. If that's not the case, sorry.
Somebody will correct us.
Somebody will correct us. Yeah, somebody in chat, go look it up real quick. But for now, let's go ahead and go with. Oh, that's interesting. Ooh, that's very interesting. 7 sheep. Sean said home rule it. Sounds good.
And we got a 4 sheep.
And a 4 sheep. Alright, and we're going to drop one there, one there.
Go 1 there, and 1 there.
Alright. Go ahead and lead it.
Okay.
1 pig. Well, here's a 2 pig. Not a strong win, but a win.
Move there, and then bring 1 to my barn.
Nice.
Okay.
My barn is feeling very empty right now. I haven't got anybody in there. I really need you to get a lot of points right here, but not too many. So you can only score once.
Let's go with a 4 pig.
Well, let's follow that with a 3.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll do the 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, and then I unlock once again the 1, which I did 3 different chase actions, which means that I get to take this guy off the top. Oh, I'll go ahead and put him in my field, I think. Oh wait, I'm about to do an action again. Ooh, I gotta think about this. So since I still have one more action, I don't want to put him there because then I'll eat one of those. So I'm
Sure
gonna
you do.
put him.
Sure you do.
I'm gonna put him over here, and then I have to move him just once.
Okay.
Boom. Got it. Okay. And now we. What do we do? What do we do? We bring him back with that. Ooh, playing that high. Oh, toss him over there.
Okay, so we'll go 1, 2. 1, 2, 3.
And then that was, how many tricks has that been? That's the 4th trick.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, we got 1 more.
One more. Yeah. See, that's the thing. That's the biggest thing. It's always remembering halfway scoring.
Let's put out a 2 cow.
All right, 2 cow. This is interesting. I kind of want you to get a little bit more points. So I'm going to play the 1 cow.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So you take the cows.
I will take the cows.
And then I will Mongol. So I think I'll just simply go 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
All right. 5th trick. Scoring. I have 6 times 4 for 24, 27.
That's 33.
All right. Just got to hold you to under 33 points. Stick around. And then a lot of animals leave.
And 1 comes back.
1 comes back.
Okay. And that was you.
That was me. So
Your
I
lead.
got a lead. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and go 6 sheep.
Interesting.
6
pig.
pig. Oh, I take it.
You do.
Ties go to the leader. And then I'll do that, and I'll keep that one there.
So I will go 1.
He's going to do the thing.
1, 2.
1.
And 1.
Which gives you...
It gives us
Oof,
another
the other
one.
wolf. The 6 and 7 wolf hiding behind there.
And I will leave it there. And then it moves here, right?
Yep. You'd still finish your last action. Alright, so that's you to start then.
Okay.
Okay. Pretty simple. Just follow.
Okay.
Get those wolves. Alright, and then I do this. I don't know if I want to move those over to yours quite yet. So, we did the 4. Now I'll just do the 1 to there. No, I'm just going to move this guy here.
Okay.
Simple as that. Alright, so then it's me. Alright, I'll play this 5.
We'll also play 5.
Alright, so I will take... assuming... There we go.
And I will go... Oh.
Ooh, yeah, you gotta watch those wolves.
I know. I'm just going to do that.
Alright, alright.
Okay.
I was like, I want that wolf in that pen.
Yeah, it's just going to get really bad soon.
Well, here's some more wolf herder.
Uh-huh.
Oh, those are about to come to me. Alright. What do I want to do here? I can move the 6. It's going to stop here. And then hope I win. That would probably be the best course of action. Although just gathering up these aren't the worst decision. No, I can't. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 1 stays here though. Dang it. I forgot that. Oh, whatever. There it is. He eats 1. Alright. Well, I don't think there's much decision between these 2. Although maybe... What else?
I have this whole herd of wolves over here that are just chomping to get over to your side.
No, I want to do this one. 3. 5. Ooh, yes. Go ahead.
Okay.
Get you some cows.
I'm going to put this here. I'm going to do this. Okay.
All right. So I will do 1 to here.
Mm-hmm.
I will do 2. And I'll do 1, which would give me something, but you only get it twice. That's it. But then I do get to actually finally put 1 in my barn. Look at me.
Okay.
All right, and then last one, just a 4 and a 5. Oh,
Not good.
not good.
Not good. Okay.
And then I just get to bring 1 back from my barn, which gets me just over my spring scoring at a solid 32.
And I ended up with 15.
Ooh, which means you don't get anything.
So I don't get either score.
No, you don't get any summer. So you would Not getting any summer.
So I get the 33 from spring, though?
Yes, you still get to keep the 33, which keeps just under the threshold. I didn't go over, right? Because I'm at, that's 50, 60, 61? Oh, I did. It's all right. Am I doing math right? 32 and 27?
It's 59.
59. But 59 plus 45 would be 104. 104. Oh, that was close.
Yeah.
Very close. Really only 15? That's crazy. I thought you had more than that.
Well, the 6 wolves cancel out the 3 in my pen.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's 5 in the field, so there's my 15.
There's 15.
Yeah.
Man. you just, I was like, I had a 1 and 2 wolf. I'm like, well, he's going to take all these wolves.
I had them all.
I'm like, I just gotta hope that he can't move them all at some point.
Oh.
But yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. It's a fun little game. Especially, like I said, in physical form. I can kind of show off a couple of other opponents. You have like these little pins that come in there. You actually get to like kind of homebrew your little pins. So you actually like kind of snap them together. Some cute little production. Highly unavailable right now. I know I have this copy I somehow got early on, and I think Matt, you also have a copy, which is
I recently picked one up.
Yeah, which is so they're out there. You can find one, but very fun, little cute trick-taking game with a nice little thinky with a Mancala. That was the first time I think I played without having somebody do the achiever bonus. But the shoddy penalty definitely comes up a lot. Because you get real greedy early on, and then you're like, ooh.
Yeah, you almost want to not score too well in the spring just to get your summer.
But once again, that was Peter's 2 Sheepdogs. Appreciate everybody who watched live here on Twitch, and hope that anybody that watches this after the fact can get something out of it and gets to see what this cute little game can do. Definitely PCIO is probably not the perfect way to play it with the way the cards work and everything, but I think we managed it all right. So for myself, Derek, and for Matt, we thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you again next week when hopefully we have a couple more players and can bust out another card game. So see you later.
Good night.